With Taylor Hahn.
Welcome back, everyone. Currently, it's feeling quite nice outside. We're here in Baton Rouge, are at 89 degrees across the board, really sitting in those upper 80s to lower 90s. So a little bit of, some of us are a bit warm, but most of us, especially here in Baton Rouge, we're feeling quite nice. For tonight, you can expect lows in those mid 70s, 76 here in Baton Rouge, 76 as well out in Henderson. So it's going to feel quite comfortable tonight as well. And also with tonight, we do have a full moon in the forecast. So if you're going to go outside, make sure to go and take some pictures and send them in to our Storm Tracker team app. For tomorrow, your forecast is going to be quite similar to today. We're going to see a high of around 92 degrees here in Baton Rouge. Some of us are going to get a little bit above that 92 degree mark because we only have an isolated storm or two in the forecast. But those of us who don't see those storms are going to warm up quite nicely to those lower to mid 90s. For the next week or so, we're staying quite nice for the beginning of the week. At least Monday through Wednesday, we're only going to be in the low 100s for our heat index. I know that still feels quite hot, but definitely better than what we saw last week and the week before when we had all those heat advisories. Unfortunately, though, the heat is going to return more towards the end of the week, and that's because we have a high pressure system coming into our forecast later on. This is what that looks like. So right now, we're looking at this weakness out in the Gulf right now, and this is going to make its way over towards us, leaving us with some cooler temperatures. But by Monday, a high pressure system from Bermuda is going to make its way into the Gulf and then make its way over towards us here in Louisiana. And this is going to bring us some pretty hot temperatures going into the latter half of this week. And what it's also going to bring is decreased rain chances. So for the beginning half of this week, we're going to be quite rainy. We're going to have about 70% here on Monday, but then towards Thursday and Friday and even into Saturday next weekend, we're going to get down to the 10% range for our rain chances. And here is what that looks like on the future track. Looking at some storms tomorrow morning along the coastal regions and then making their way out as we get into tomorrow afternoon. So I don't expect most of us to see any rain tomorrow, mainly just some cloudy conditions. Monday morning we'll see some rain come through the area. We'll have a better look at that tomorrow though. And of course, also seeing some storms along the coast tomorrow. Now let's talk about the tropics. We are watching one system out off the coast of Africa currently. Now it only has a medium % chance of developing into any type of system over the next couple of days, but we are watching this quite closely because over the next 7 to 10 days, it's quite likely that this will turn into something. This is a quick look at what these spaghetti plots look like. All the spaghetti plots really just have it going out into the Atlantic at the moment. Nothing to worry about just yet, but of course, keep your eyes peeled over the next 7 to 10 days as we are watching that. Here's a quick look at your 7-day forecast. It's going to be rainy in the beginning of the week.